Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notification bell. It is currently December 26th. It's 10 a.m. We're going to start off this drive at the 3600 block of Haverford Avenue. Thank you to the viewer who commented and left an address that he wanted me to start at. So we're in, I believe, the Mantua section of the city, located closer to the west side of the city. We're actually near the Philadelphia Zoo. So I'm gonna make a right on Haverford. I think we got Haverford coming up. We're on 34th and Fairmount right now, passing Mellon Street. We are now approaching Wallace Street. We have some beautiful artwork on the left and on the right side of the buildings. We got a wide variety of houses, 2 stories, 3 stories, old ones, new ones. Looks like we got an apartment on my right hand side. We got Powelton Food Market on my left hand side. We're on 34th and Haverford. So we're gonna make a right here on Haverford on the 3400 block. We have James L. Wright Recreation Center on my left hand side. We're gonna make this right hand turn, and it's also a library, Charles L. Duham Free Library. All right, check it out, guys. So the viewer, I believe his name was Jake. Thank you, Jake, for leaving this location right here. He said to him this is a nicer section, so we're gonna take a look at it, see what it looks like. We have Shades Palace Beauty Salon on my left hand side. We got another mini market on my right hand side. We got some new houses here. Looks like they can be apartments, right? Yeah, it looks like, or it can be houses, one of the two. We got West Philadelphia Community Center on my left hand side. Some empty lots, some trees. We're on 36th and Haverford Avenue. We got Grace Lutheran Church on my right hand side. Empty lot, the 36th and Haverford intersection. We got some new buildings right here on my left. Some artwork on my right hand side. The building is for sale. Wow, that's a beautiful little garage with a lot of artwork on it. Wow, it goes all the way around. I actually like that. I'm into the arts, so I think that was pretty cool. 3636 Haverford. We're at the intersection of Haverford and 37th Street. So we're gonna zigzag through this neighborhood. I'm gonna try to cover as much as I can on part 1 in the 15 minutes. If you guys are new, we're breaking down these small tours to 15-minute driving tours so that you guys can get the best full K capabilities. If you click the little drop box on the bottom of your screen, you should be able to see it allows you to check the resolution, and you can adjust the resolution. We're gonna make a right on 38th Street, 38th and Haverford. Yeah, it allows you to adjust the resolution, so you should be able to, depending on your display and depending on what web browser you're on, you should be able to watch this video in 4K. If not, you can always enjoy it in 1080, 1920 by 1080. But I just wanted to give you guys that option, which is why we're uploading shorter clips. It's easier to file manage. This is 38th Street Food Market. All right, I see a lot of old houses, but then I see new houses dropped in between. So I've already seen like 4 or 5 churches. Wow. St. Jude Baptist Church on my left hand side. Then we got the Francis Funeral Home on 38th and Wallace. I know Wallace has a reputation. Back in the day, Wallace used to be the hood. I know, like 19th, 18th, 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd and Wallace and all of that. All right, we're passing Mellon Street. We're now approaching Fairmount, 38th and Fairmount Ave. Now I can keep going straight, or I can make a left. That was the 31 bus that just passed us. I'm gonna go straight, right? And then I'm gonna make a left on this block coming up. It's called Olive Street. I'm gonna make a left here. I don't have no set destination. I'm just trying to take you guys through the neighborhood so you can see a different side of Philly. A lot of people don't realize how big Philly is, and believe it or not, some people were born and raised in Philly, but they were stuck in only their small sections, and they've never traveled to all 4 corners of the city. And in their mind, the city is really small, you know what I mean? But Philly is actually, even though it's small, it's still big in a sense. It's small if you traveled it all, and I pretty much, kind of covered all 4 areas plenty of times. So for me, I got a bigger grasp, thinking outside the box. I got a larger window perspective to look through versus only being stuck in one section of the city. All right, this lady seems to be loading up. I don't know what it looks like. It looks like to be some type of, could be like a kid's toy, maybe. Yeah, Thanksgiving. Christmas was yesterday, so it's probably like her daughter's gift, like a play set or something, that she's trying to fit it inside her SUV. Looks like she's struggling. I'm about to jump out and give her a hand. The bad part about the 15-minute tour is that if somebody holds us up for 5 minutes on a block, we're gonna spend 5 minutes watching them. Yeah, it's like a little Hello Pony thing. Oh man, lady, put it in your back seat, please. That's like, you ever seen those little block sets where they try to put like a circle in a square or a triangle in a circle? Like, if it ain't gonna fit, it ain't gonna fit. That's when a roof rack comes in handy. Roof rack squad. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have 2-story homes on my left and on my right. Majority of them seem to have porches. I see one abandoned home. I see a home that's actually pushed back, it's recessed further. But that one home doesn't even have a porch, like a closed porch. It doesn't have an awning. It does look like it has a little porch, but it looked like they had to make it out of wood. Yeah, they did the cement base and then they laid the wood around it. It's one-sided parking, so it looks like you can only park on one side. Some people on the right look like they have their own personal side parking next to their house. Yeah, like a little driveway, so lucky them. All right, we're at 39th and Olive Playground. That's right in front of us. We can go right, we can go left. I'm gonna go right and then I'm gonna go left, just so I can take you guys around. Yeah, guys, and I'm sorry if I'm not able to cover all the area in one small video. There's only so much you can cover. Even in my hour videos, there's only so much I can cover in an hour. I know sometimes people go, well, you didn't cover this part, or you didn't cover this part. Bear with me, ladies and gentlemen, or young G's and gents. Yeah, here we go. Passing Folsom. All right, I'm gonna make a right on Reno. We're passing 39th and Brown Street. We got named at Scoop. It looks like a water ice, pretzel, ice cream, and funnel cake spot on my left. We're gonna make a left right here on Reno, because in front of us we hit Parish Street, but you can see like a train. Is that train area, or is that like some type of electrical conductors? I have no idea, but yeah. So since it's 10 a.m., we also got to take into consideration it's cold. It's about 20 degrees today, guys. 20 degrees. It's very windy. It's very cold. You're not going to see many people outside, yet alone at 4 in the afternoon when it's 20 degrees. But it's 10 a.m. People are still probably sleeping. They're not out unless they have to be out. So if you guys are wondering why it looks like a ghost town or why isn't there many people out, it's because it's cold. But I promise you, if you come through these neighborhoods in the spring/summer, it's gonna look like a block party. All right, guys, there's a rest in peace memorial on my right-hand side next to that pole. There's candles, there is teddy bears, and there's some deflated balloons. Remember, we talked about that in a few tours, how in Philly or in other urban cities, when somebody passes away at a location, they will make a little memorial where they passed away at. Even though they're not buried there, they will make a little memorial, like memorizing them. We have Next Door Community Pharmacy on my left-hand side. Okay, let's make this left turn here. It's a 2-lane street, so I gotta be cautious. All right, perfect. We got Mantua Convenience Store on my right. We got 40th Street Grocery Store on my right. We got Choi Lee Chinese American Food Takeout on my right. We're at 40th and Brown. These houses on this block look like they were larger than the normal ones in this neighborhood, meaning they got big porches, they got big second floors, they even got like a 3rd floor/attic, which is not traditional in Philadelphia. Most Philadelphia row homes don't come with attics or none of that good stuff. We're actually on a trolley track, so I don't know if they revived the trolley that runs down 40th Street, but if they did, yeah, it looks like it, because there's electrical lines on the poles, which means that's what the trolley runs off of. We're on 40th and Aspen. We got some new houses on my left. Got a gigantic pothole in the middle of the street. Yeah, these houses on this avenue are a lot bigger. Now, even though I'm sure people from the suburbs who have the gigantic, you know, mini mansion style homes, the townhomes, you guys are like, what? That's a lot bigger? No, it's not. It still looks tiny. Well, that's because if you look at some of our other sections of Philly, even though we got 3-story homes too, or 2-story, they're usually skinnier or not as tall. Like sometimes these doorways and these windows are tall. So I can automatically tell that they're bigger homes on the inside, which may come with more rooms. For example, you know, some 3-story homes in Philly come with like 5-6 bedrooms, while some 3-story homes only come with 3 bedrooms. And same with the 2-story homes. Sometimes some 2-story homes only come with like 2 bedrooms, but then we're on Wallace, 40th and Wallace. But other 2-story homes might come with you know, 4 bedrooms, 2 or 3 or 4, you know what I mean? So it all depends on what section of the city you're in. Some come with, you know, more space, taller ceilings, taller windows. This is Vernon. We got 40th and Haverford in front of us. Let's turn down Vernon. Mount Vernon, 3900 block, just so that you guys can see another little tiny block. Pothole right here. We got a GLA 250 Mercedes on my right hand side, which means that could potentially be like a new resident. See these new buildings right here? Those new buildings will bring the new cars and will then bring the new residents. You know what I mean? We're on Union and Mount Vernon. See these houses on my left hand side, how they're like 2-story but they're tiny? Those are the ones that I was talking about, like how some of them are tinier, but then you go to another section of the city and their 2-story homes might be slightly bigger, you know what I mean? Look at this 3-story on my right. You see how these don't have attics and they don't have the big porches and none of that? Those might be affordable housing too. Wall of Heroes. Check this wall out right here. This is an awesome dedication to, I guess, heroes who came from the area of this city right here. This is decent for all you guys who can appreciate art. It's a preparatory academy, so yeah, let's make a right here. We just came up another block, 39th Street, 39th and Haverford Avenue. So I'm gonna make a right over here because it looked like there was a shopping center, or a shopping strip, I should say. We might eventually get pulled over by these polices behind us if they feel some type of way about me making that right on red. You're allowed to make a right on red as long as there's no sign that says no turning on red, you know, till after 6. So, all right, we're going to make this right turn right here on Lancaster Avenue. Lancaster. All right, he kept on going straight. Yeah, sometimes if you jump in front of a cop, he looked like he was out, like he was flying. He was destined to go somewhere. And if you go in front of him, you know, sometimes they'll use that as an excuse to like pull you over, you know what I mean? But I guess he was in a rush to go wherever he had to go to. All right, we're on Lancaster and 40th Street. 40th and Lancaster. Looks like we have a nice little shopping strip right here. We got the West Philadelphia Title and Trust Company on my left hand side. It looks like it's been changed to small businesses on the bottom. We got people behind me already beeping in a rush to go nowhere quick. We got businesses on my left and my right. I'd love to read them and slow down for you, but the way this vehicle, this little tiny cute Honda Fit behind me is tailgating me, yeah, it's not gonna be that possible, but it's cool. Gotta try to squeeze in as much as I can within the 15-minute segment. This is part 1, so I am gonna do a part 2. So make sure if you wanna check out part 2, you gotta look on my page. We got a bus stop right here, the 43. We got a bunch of people outside waiting, bundled up, layered up, because it's cold. All right, we're on the 4100 block of Lancaster. Lancaster. Jumbo Steak. We got a lot of Chinese stores. Every corner. A lot of potholes here too. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this will conclude part 1. Make sure you come back and look on my page for part 2.